Metro! Hey, you went flying Bentley spur. Hey, you went dry around the world. Hey, you went brown like a squirrel. Hey, you went Chanel pearls. Hey, you went Rolls Royce car. Hey, you went Rolls Royce truck. Oh, you wanna walk with all my hoes. Oh, you wanna line it all up. Hey, I wanna play it how it is. Hey, I been playing for some years. Hey, you tryna steal all the spill. Hey, I'm in the field, not a pill. Hey, you wanna spill, then let's spill. Hey, you know how real niggas is. Rolls Royce still, Uncle Phil. Yeah. Oh, you went top off. Oh, you went Flintstones. Oh, you took the little roller off. Oh, you went big stones. Oh, you made 2 extra M's. Oh, you went ringtones. Oh, you went train on that bitch. Oh, you went ding dong. Oh, you went kingpin. Oh, you went wings in. Oh, you went hands on. Oh, you went seen it. Oh, you went demon. Shoot out the demon, man. Oh, you had Kane, man. Now that was stream, man. Hey, you went flying Bentley spur. Hey, you went dry around the world. Hey, you went brown like a squirrel. Hey, you went Chanel pearls. Hey, you went Rolls Royce car. Hey, you went Rolls Royce truck. Oh, you wanna walk with all my hoes. Oh, you wanna line it all up. Hey, I wanna play it how it is. Hey, I been playing for some years. Hey, you tryna steal all the spill. Hey, I'm in the field, not a pill. Hey, you wanna spill, then let's spill. Hey, you know how real niggas is. Rolls Royce still, Uncle Phil.
Yo, look. Six guy, he a visionary. I'm the definition like the dictionary. Baby, turn around, forget the missionary. If they pull up on me with some bad intentions, you go read about it in obituary. I got most soldiers in the military. I got most stones in a cemetery. I have most strings than y'all in February. It's getting hard to put a price on a show. Can't even pick an amount now. If a nigga really try to jam me, get jammed first like the countdown. I thank God for that flight straight from the 9 side going southbound. They say that life's about balance, baby, and the balance is in my account now. Okay, she got a Perkin and Burke. I got her twerking in Turks. She probably let both of us hit. The way that she smirking in dirt. She getting cake on the picture she take. I say, girl, if it worked, then it worked. Fuck a wedding dress, I'm tryna murk it and
Hey, you went flying Bentley spur. Hey, you went dry around the world. Hey, you went brown like a squirrel. Hey, you went Chanel pearls. Hey, you went Rolls Royce car. Hey, you went Rolls Royce truck. Oh, you wanna walk with all my hoes. Oh, you wanna line it all up. Hey, I wanna play it how it is. Hey, I been playing for some years. Hey, you tryna steal all the spill. Hey, I'm in the field, not a pill. Hey, you wanna spill, then let's spill. Hey, you know how real niggas is. Rolls Royce still, Uncle Phil. Yeah.
I thought.
Expect me, nigga, like you expect Jesus to come back. Expect me, nigga. I'm coming.
Yo, it's like poker honest. Whatever
Yo,
happens,
sorry.
Monday.
I thought.
Fuck my conscience.
I thought I got robbed. I thought my M4 was gone just now for a second.
And I ain't going to Magic Monday. Put a dick in the air like crunches.
Oh, that definitely woke me up for sure. Well, chat, what's going on? Hope you guys doing good today. W. No, I thought. That gave me a heart attack. Like, where's your car? I'm like, what do you mean? I just parked my car. Man. Anyways, chat. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys doing good. How many we got today? We got right now 5:30. Hey, chat. Let's get to 200 likes real quick. Too early? Yeah, I know it's too early, man. Well, that definitely woke me up. All right, well, let's talk about gold real quick, chat. I think today you have news today. We had a bunch of folders last night during the London. Like, you had a lot of folders during London, and all the numbers came out negative. Basically, there was like one folder that actually came out positive. Obviously you have flash service PMI. Let me just take out this. Sorry, you had flash services PMI, or you have flash services PMI at 945. Other than that, you should be chilling for the day. It's just 945 you got to worry about. It's a pretty good time, to be honest, but like, we don't really trade the last 15 of the hourly. So 945, I mean, right after 9 a.m. opening, we should be good. I believe we should get a trade before 9 a.m. today. I mean, I could be wrong, but I would love to have a trade before 9 a.m. if we can get things done before 9. And great, my monitor is messed up on my right side here as well. All right, so we're in that other day, chat, when my monitor is messed up and I had to like just I had to just fix it. Great. What a good start to a Friday. Hold on. I don't know how to fix this. Let me just take care of one thing at a time first. Let me take care of this. Make sure this is not plugged in. Alright, cool. Alright, this monitor. How do I change this? Sorry, chat. Give me like 10 seconds. Personalized settings. Okay. Landscape. There it is. Move that there. Revert. All right, cool. Annotations. All right, sick. All right, should be good now. Yeah, so my right monitor is non-usable today until I turn off my PC. But anyways, chat. Yeah, so you have flash services PMI at 945. Other than that, for the day, US dollar is chilling. That's all you have for the week, right? Obviously it's Friday, so that's the last thing you have for the week. But if you take a look at price here, let's take a look at gold here and do a quick analysis. Let me just send my Zoom link as well. Yeah, sorry, so much is happening today. Like, I started a stream today, and the first thing, I was on my PC for like 30 minutes during the intro, and I was just trying to fix the spreadsheet because this is bugged. This thing doesn't change. It's supposed to be like negative, I think 41, and it's not like, you know, it's not like adding, like it adds to this, but it doesn't add to this. So like, I'm trying to ask Badger what's up. Dollar. It's stuck at 69, which is quite interesting. All right. All right, cool. Everyone has Zoom links. All right, sweet. All right, chat. So let's take a look at gold real quick. All right. So gold here for the you guys hear me? Mic's good before I start. Make sure everything's good. All right, sweet. So gold here is I mean, obviously for the monthly, pretty straightforward, right? It looks like we are gonna continue to push down here. If you look left, really, there's nothing really stopping price. You really have clean traffic coming down for the monthly. Again, monthly target is going to be around like 1840, 1800s, right? Again, this is just a monthly outlook. It doesn't matter what happens today. Price can go up today. We can take buys today. Cool. But this is just like the monthly outlook, right? Because we're trying to put pieces together to see what makes sense here. You obviously have 7 days in the month left, so keep that in mind. You have 1 week left, one trading week. If you take a look at the weekly, the weekly is pretty bearish this week as well. We came down, rebroke the lows today. Looking left on the weekly, it looks like you may have clean traffic coming down again towards the next support at the 1904-ish I was looking at, right? But off of the daily, with the way things are looking, the daily didn't close below the range. The daily actually closed respecting support, right? So now you're trying to ask yourself, okay, cool. Well, if price is closing at support and it didn't close below, because if it closed below, it would have closed somewhat like this. I would assume, right? Would have closed below this level at 1913. You would have seen like the clear closure, clear as day, probably with the bottom wick as well to drive further down. But that wasn't the case. So with us still respecting support here, any given point here, you can just reject and continue to pop up towards the top of the range, which is at 1931 again, right? So the daily, like we took buys during London. We took Asian London. We took two buys, anticipating the daily flip, or anticipating the top wick of the daily. Again, this could be a top wick, or this can just be the top wick to drive back down, right? So how you're gonna be able to tell the difference between the two, or how you're gonna figure out what's gonna happen here, is really by a smaller time frame. So let's start off with the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame shows you that there is a support formed right here, right? There is a support formed right there, and there's also a resistance formed here. So if the last two 4-hour candles all close bullish, right? Obviously this candle closed bullish here as support, no bottom wick. Next candle, what did it do? It came down, right? The next candle came down, and this candle closed bullish, right? And then the next candle, what did it do? It came down, created a bottom wick for the previous candle low, came all the way down, grabbed liquidity, and then closed back bullish. So the moment this candle closed back bullish, this right here was an indication that now we have found support. And after finding support, you got to find resistance, right? And resistance could be anywhere. Again, price is overall still bearish. Keep that in mind. The daily bias is still bearish. The weekly is still bearish. The monthly is still bearish, right? It's just the current 4-hour time frames are bullish right now, which is cool. You got to find resistance. It could be anywhere. Again, could reject at any given point. Could be a range 1. So for buys, you really need a range 2 breakouts. But again, like you have a resistance here at 1924. You also have a minor resistance here as well at 1920. This is very minor. This isn't anything crazy. It's just a very minor support that price bounced off of previously. On a smaller time frame, you'll see a minor support resistance here as well. But this area right here at like 1920 is pretty. It's a very minor level. The more major level you're looking at probably is 1823. So can you drive up towards 1823? Well, let's look at the smaller time frame and see what's up, right? So obviously we had buys, I think, during the London around here at 1917 going up towards 1919. That was what we kind of took. And after we took that, price started to retrace. So since price started to retrace, what you have now here is just a resistance formed there, and then you have a support formed here, right? So this is now your range here, I'll say. Your resistance is going to be at the, I'll say, I put it a little lower. You can put it at 1920.530. That's your resistance here. All right, so let's scroll back a little bit, see how valid, see how strong or minor that is. because that'll be very key here. Yeah, so close popped up. Okay, it could be here. This is a 15 looks. Cause all you're looking at here, chat, is you're looking at to see how strong the resistance really is, like how many times you bounced off of versus like the last time price closed above, what ended up happening. There might be a resistance up here instead at 1921, which is gonna be in this area. So yeah, cool. So for buys for me today, chat, I'll say buys are gonna be above here for me, above 1921. Above there, you will have clean traffic driving up. Above 21, you're gonna have clean traffic driving up towards the next resistance, and that takes you up looking left here, probably towards the 1923, 24ish levels. I'll say that is what you're looking at here on price. Again, if you were to close above 921, you assume that price will make its way up just to fill the range, right? And that will also lead to the range fill on the 4-hour time frame. Going back to the 4-hour time that I mentioned earlier, the 4 candle gotta find resistance. Your next resistance is up here at 24, 26 levels. So the moment price comes up, taps those levels, it's an area of interest that price could reject that. So keep that in mind. All right, 24, 25ish, and anywhere in those zones there could reject any given point. So anywhere above 21, we'll take buys up, going up towards 24, 25, and that's what we'll be looking for today. Above 20 isn't too bad, but again, there's a pretty strong resistance at 21. If you look left as well, it goes all the way back to here. Let me show you guys real quick. It's not just the most recent, right? It's not just this. Can I go back further? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so there's obviously support going across, right? Rejections here going across, right? And what you're gonna notice here is that every time you close above, you continue to drive up. But every time you close rejecting or respecting, price rejected, right? And if you look left in the 15 here, especially in the most recent, you're gonna see last time your price closed above these areas, it made its way up towards the top of the range here. This one didn't, but these ones did here. So like overall, most recent, it shows clean traffic. I'll say if it closes above 21, you're gonna see a push up towards 1924 next. So that's what we're going to be looking for today. All right, all you're doing really is you're looking at this to the left. You're taking this information here, right? And you're putting it towards a higher time frame. That's all you're doing. You're taking this information here, saying, okay, cool. Well, we have resistance here. What happens when we close above? How does that lead to the higher time frame? Go on to 1 hour, go on to 4 hour. As you can see, you have range going up towards 24. Same with the 1 hour time frame as well. You broke all the lows here. One thing I could say is that there possibly could be a bottom wick on the 1917. So the moment you close above 1921, I will wait for a bottom wick, because any given point, the bottom wick could be created at 1920 or 1917 before popping up from the hourly candle. Again, this can just be a range 1 at any given point. So you want to be extra cautious taking buys, because again, any given point with the daily, you can just create a top wick and start to flip bearish, right? This is your most recent daily resistance right here. So any given point in these areas, price could reject. So keep that in mind as well. So that's why a bottom wick would be preferred on the hourly candle. If not, then a buy above 21, I'll need a bottom wick. But I don't think any entries here will give me off the rip entries. I'll need bottom wicks due to the fact that the daily is heavily bearish and the 1 hour not having a bottom wick, unless you create one before driving up. If you do create one before driving up, then great. We don't need to wait for a bottom wick. Off the rips above 21,527, going up towards 24, 25. All right. But that's all you're really doing. You're just using this information on the smaller time frame to lead up to the higher time frame. All right. So to keep things simple, buys above 21,527, and then target is gonna be 24. Obviously, sells are perfect as well. Sells though, I haven't really planned out yet, but sells could probably be on the break of the 4 lows below 1912. Anywhere below there should take you down to retest the lows at the 19, I believe that's 1910, right? The lows, chat, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so below 1912, 454, you're gonna have range to drive down towards, yeah, below here you have range coming down towards 19, what is this, 1909, 1912. Probably target down here 1905, because if you were to flip bearish on the daily, again, where's your daily target? Like I said earlier, 1904. I'm just repeating numbers that we said earlier off of the higher time frame, right? Look left on the daily. If you were to flip bearish today, you have your next support down here at the 1903. So that's where your next target could be if you were to take sells below 1912. Obviously you have a strong support here at 1910, but you get what I'm saying, right? Overall target could be 1905. If you were to flip, you can just have your next minor support at 1910 and take advantage of that 20 pip range if you want to. This could be a little lower, probably move it down towards here. That is perfect. All right, chat. So that's what I got going on today. I want to see 1912, 17. So 1912, 20, and 17. 12s. Okay, cool. 12, 20, 17. Retest the highs at 24. All right. 10, 17. Retest the highs at 24. Okay, cool. Yeah, I should mute out traffic if we're to drive up. All right, chat. Yeah, you got it. Everybody good? It's a Friday, I know, but it should be good. Whoa. It's mad hot. I don't know why I can't hear you guys today. Like, I know I can never hear you guys because it's a chat, but for some reason today I feel I just can't hear you guys at all. What's this guy talking about? That's funny. I can't hear you guys today. I think because the music's lower from my end. It's a Music Friday. I was ever saying I got a haircut. I didn't get a haircut. I just wore my hair's just down because my hat's on, like my hat's pushing it down. Did you take the trade? I took a trade during London and Asian and New York, but no trades during the New York session so far. When do you sleep? At night? What you mean? I'm always sleeping. Always. I sleep every day. Oh, this 1 hour could create a bottom wick here, man. This 5 close weak bullish. I mean, it can still flip after creating a bottom wick, but you have a minute left, right? I doubt it. So if this 5 starts to close bearish at resistance here, you're gonna have this resistance being respected over here, right? And then you have the support down here. Whatever's in this area is your range here. So if this is your range here and you're closing bearish at resistance, the next candle, if it creates the top wick and it flips bearish, you maybe head down towards the 1917 mark, and that should create the bottom wick for the hourly candle. So you see how we're just starting to like put pieces together and try and we're making it make sense for us, because this closure leads to the next candle, the next 5, which leads to what happens on the 1 hour, which leads to what happens on the 4 hour time frame, right? So it all kind of aligns somehow, some way. But if this happens, create a high, you're gonna come down towards 17 probably, come back into this range, and then from there on, you're gonna, you know, create the bottom wick for the 1 hour, and then the 1 hour will look something like this probably at that given time. Right, it'll either be bearish or it'll look like, you know, it'll flip back bullish and we'll have a bottom wick at least. If it starts to close back below these ranges, then you have a range 1 fake out. Then guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna come back into the ranges, right? And that'll be perfect as well. So all you're doing really is you're just planning out scenarios, chat. That's all you're really doing, right? You're planning out scenarios before these positions even happen, or before these positions even move. Because the moment price moves, let's say it moves and it wasn't part of your plan to get in, you won't be surprised because you're already planning for these things to happen, right? You're not gonna look back and be like, oh shit, I wish I should have caught that. No, you're gonna be very satisfied with the decision you made because you already pre-planned these things, these concepts. Chat, chance we get blocked today on stream. I need this coffee to hit. Too hot though. Oh, I pressed record. Yeah. Circle, I need some memes again. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need some fire memes again. Jesus, last stream I watched, he was 550k. 550k? When was that? That was like around April? You haven't watched this for 2 months? What happened? Where'd you go? No, me no hablo. You seen that video? You seen that video of a little baby speaking Spanish?
You think that Kanye should not do this when he's doing?
Me no hablo inglés. No español. ¿Cómo está, amigo? Amigo.
Yo, me no hablo English. Came out of nowhere. You could never expect that. Why was he walking in Meek Mill? For real. Little baby quote of the day. Can you show us how you entered, exit your first trades today? Yeah, so it was called in the channels. We even called the pineapples too. It was just honestly. So we took positions during Asian session. Let me just. We took positions during the Asian session. I think it was around here for buys. We got stopped out for 30 pips, 32 pips, something like that. Got stopped out, I think, on the break of these lows here. And then, yeah, price came down. We grabbed liquidity afterwards on the hourly candle. And then we took buys, I think, like 2 hours later, right? Or was it 4 hours later? What time did we take buys here? Yeah, 3 hours later, we took buys again above, where did we take it? Oh yeah, we took it at 1913. So we then took buys on this candle closure, I think it was. I think it was around here, 1912, the moment we came back into the ranges here, right? This was our sample size positions So then we took buys here going up towards 1916-ish. So we caught this push back up, and then during London opening, we took more buys. I think it was, sorry, these buys here was based off the forward candle, right? Because the previous forward candle, before we took when we took the buys, it didn't have a bottom wick yet, and then the next candle created a bottom wick, and the moment it created a bottom wick and it started to flip, I'm like, sweet, you can still close bullish and flip. So that's why I took the buys at 1913 going up, right after it grabbed liquidity there. And then I think we took buys during the London up here at the 1918, 1917, right in this range here. And then we took profit, I think, for like 10 pips there. That was like 15 pips with pineapples combined. But yeah, that was what we did. Yeah, I was gonna hold till 1920, because we kept rejecting back in profit, break even, and then I think what we did was I closed off, I think, around this tip here before it retraced, or somewhere. Not that it didn't retrace. I think we closed off around here at 1919, and then it little ran, but then it was like 4 a.m. I'm like, I need some rest, so we just closed it off. But yeah, that was what we did during the London and Asian. But yeah, all 3 trades though, the stops, the ones that got stopped out, the one that played out, the other one that played out, it was all based on the same analysis, and that was just the daily and the 4-hour time frame. That's what we're looking at. Now, who you funded? I'm not funded. Well, I am funded, but this account is not funded. I'm doing a funded challenge for my single channel. I'm on, long story short, but I didn't buy the right package. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, honestly, but I did the accelerated version on MFF using only the signals. And I passed that within 4 days, and now I think I'm like 5% up on the phase 2. Or not phase 2. There's no really phase. It's just like 8 phases, and like every phase is you get to upgrade your account. But yeah, like 20%. Yeah, I make on the first account, and then second, I make 20% again, and then same shit throughout all 8 stages until 1.6 mil. But yeah, that's what I've just been copy trading it from my live account. So whatever is in this account, I just copy trade to that account. Plus, I sometimes might add more in that account, but that's about it. But yeah. Doing good. Why is low last trade? Because I wanted to have a perfect blue screen. Man, people really question everything, huh? You see, you can never be in peace, huh? Everything you do is a question. But Don, why did you take 0.10 lots? I just wanted a blue screen for Instagram. What can I tell you? I just wanted a blue screen for Instagram. Because on MT5 mobile, if I didn't take those, I'll show the reds, right? But I wanted full blues. So I just posted the full blues. Which doesn't mean I'm hiding my losses, because I posted the loss yesterday, the day before. I'm still posting all the losses. I just wanted for that screenshot to be full blues, right? That's about it. It wasn't anything sample size. My 0.01 loss usually are the ones for sample size, but 0.01, sorry, 0.10s. I just took them. Thanks for being transparent, of course. The only streamer without his own broker. Without MFI, with my FX book and live account for 10 months. How you manage mentally after 3 huge losses? I think I asked this question yesterday. I think to manage my mental, to be honest, it's very rare for us to go on like a losing streak, 3 straight. But when we have those rough patches, you really gotta just scale out and understand where you are in the graph, right? Because if you look at it, if you look at it, like obviously when you take that loss that day, it's gonna hurt, right? It will sting. Like, you know, obviously, you know, you have no emotions, it'll still sting. You're still thinking about it. You're still thinking, wow, I took a loss today, that sucked, right? It sucks, right? But that day sucks. But when you scale out and you look at it from, you know, you zoom out to like the weekly time frame, for instance, to the monthly, to the century time frame, that's just a little pullback on that large scale, on a large graph, right? So then your graph starts to look something like this. Your graph starts to look something like this. Right? This will then be your graph after. So if you zoom in, obviously, you know, like if you zoom on these days, for instance, you're gonna see it won't look too great, right? But when you scale out, the graph is still bullish. It's still going up, right? And it was just a little pullback as it was driving up. But when you look at that day and only that day, and you know, you think that day is that day is your whole entire career, then of course you can never grow away from that, right? You're always gonna be struggling to surpass that situation, right? But when you zoom out and you look at all the things you've done beforehand, right? Because that's all you can look at. You can look at is your past data, all the things you've done, your journal, right? Your account, whatever you look at. And once you look at this, your stuff, your numbers, that's all you could put trust into, right? Because that's what got you here in the first place. So yeah, like after 3 losses, I'm still taking the same trades again. Some might call me crazy, but I just call it being consistent, right? And being true to yourself, being true to your strategy. The worst thing you want to do is start switching strategies because you feel like it's not working anymore, right? If I've been trading the same way for 4 years, I'm not going to go ahead and switch my strategy after a day because I had 1 loss, right? It doesn't define me as a trader. My wins don't define me. My losses don't define me. What defines me is my consistency, my discipline, right? Like all this shit is relevant. Like these profits, irrelevant, right? This FX book, irrelevant. That stuff is all irrelevant. What matters though is your consistency and discipline, because that's what led to these profits in the first place. That's what led to that my FX book in the first place, right? I'm not gonna lie, MFX book is the most overrated shit ever. I just don't think that people should be looking at my FX book to determine their success in trading. I don't know. A lot of people, they need it for track records and shit, but I think it's irrelevant. I don't think it defines you as a trader. Because, you know, you can still be blowing accounts and my FX book could be going downhill, but as long as you're making adjustments, you're, you know, still moving up somehow in a way. You're still improving. Your graph on paper might not look good yet, but eventually it will look good, right? Over time. A lot of traders look at their graph, look at their MyFX book, they link their MyFX book to their, you know, account, and they blow it, and then they, you know, they think that that's their success after. That's what kind of holds them back, right? What? What do you guys on? Yo, Mango, T Mango, you be listening to too much Cardi, bro. I put you on Play by Cardi one time, and that's what you be doing. What song is this? This is First time by 4 lanes prep Conan Vice. Trying to see if we can get some buys about 21 here. I thought we'll come down and create a bottom wick, and then since it didn't, came up, create a top wick for the first 5, but now it's just ranging. The 15 close, bullish slightly above most recent, but that's about it. I mean, price can come down, create a bottom wick for the hourly, which, oh wait, never mind, it closes in about a minute here, or 5 minutes here. Yeah, so the 1 hour's on close bullish above the range here, chat, and this is good, right? Because you might not have volume yet, but this at least will introduce the volume to you, because this closure indicates volume. At the last 3 hours, you've been just ranging, right? You had no closures, nothing. But now, since you're closing above the range, that indicates volume. What can happen next here is pretty straightforward, right? You guys know. You may see a candle print something like this, fill the range after creating a bottom wick, right? So I'm assuming that after a bottom wick, you're going to see us retest the highs and tap into these levels to the left here at 19.25, 24, and should be a pretty clean drive. But you want to see the bottom wick. So once you get the bottom wick, we may have buys off the 1 hour flip or just like a 5 minute closure above 21. But those are our options probably for the day. What up, Tony? What's going on? You guys listen to Young Thug's album? No, I didn't pass my. I didn't get to the 1.6 million the funded. No, I think I'm at the second stage or the third stage. No, second stage. Yeah. Like you're able to withdraw. I'm like, don't you have 2 phases where you get your account? He's like, yeah, usually. And that's when I realized I chose accelerated instead of evaluation. I think he wanted me to trade, or he was asking me if I could trade on the what's it called? I forgot what it was called. The other one. The one with the knife, the sword. I forgot what that one's called. Not FTMO, but the other one. I thought there was a leaderboard too. Shit, I would have been first on the leaderboard for the month of for June. No, I'm kidding. There's guys who make like 100% in the month. I am not professional enough for that, unfortunately. I think someone in DVS was #1 funded, #1 on the FTMO leaderboard in June, or not June. I think earlier the year. Yeah, the funded trader probably. Hey Don, do you use prop firms? You know, mean commander. What time did you come to the stream today at? Did you by any chance come in the last minute? Because like, as long as you're here the last minute. That makes sense just now. Okay, perfect timing. Let's go back like 5 minutes. I should just start streaming with a funded account instead, chat. Yeah, I use a copy trader called Social Tools. I've been using that tool for like I think a year now, on and off though, because I don't always have my copy trader on from other accounts. Sometimes I have it off. I usually just copy one account though. I don't know how it works with like 4 to 5 accounts. I can't afford that subscription, but it's been pretty good for one account so far. But that's all. I mean, I just usually just copy one onto one account. I don't have like, you know, multiple accounts. I have like maybe 3 overall accounts, but I just copy sometimes on one. In this case, it's my funded. A lot of people have multiple accounts for different reasons. I don't know. Me, I have an account for sample sizing. I have an account for aggressive. I have an account for swinging. I have 3 accounts. This, my other account. My swing account isn't really a swing account. It's just like an account that I rarely trade. It's just there. And then my sample size account. That's about it. This is the main account though. This is the stream. To be honest, you know what's crazy, chat? This at one point was not the main account. And then over time, it became the main account. Shout out to December. But at one point, this account was definitely not the main account. This account was like my second account for stream. What day was it last week? I got on Friday, 16. Oh, deal. It's a deal contract. That's what it is. So you gotta do the deal contract when you request a withdrawal. Yeah. So yeah, I'm breaking even that account. So it's whatever happens, really. Don, what's your advice about how to know if you're ready? So a lot of you guys might not agree with me, but go live and then go funded. So get experience on a live account, a very small balance that you're willing to lose because you're still learning, right? Once you succeed with a live account for a minimum of 6 months, yes, 6 months, not 2 weeks, not 2 months, 6 months straight of consistent profits, no huge spikes, like just consistent, no lucky months, just consistent months, then you may be ready to go funded. But yeah, you gotta make sure you are able to be consistent first and then go funded, right? Because now you have that experience. So going from live to funded there won't be a difference. But when you don't have consistency yet, and you think because you have a funded, you have more balance, you have a bigger balance, it's easier to trade, you're wrong. Or you're not wrong, but likely not, because your skill doesn't translate into that bigger account now because you didn't know how to trade a small account first. So if you can trade a small account, you can trade a big account, vice versa, right? If you can't trade a small account, then how are you gonna trade a bigger account? So make sure you're consistent first on a live account. You know, put like 50 bucks in it, put 100, whatever you want to do. Trade as you normally would trade, and then apply those same trades onto your funded, and you will be completely fine on your funded, right? Or you can just go funded. Like, you know, that's just my opinion. But like, you can go funded whenever you want to go funded, right? Like, it's up to you. It doesn't have to be 6 months, it could be less, whenever you feel comfortable. But again, make sure you're just consistent first, and then go funded. That's the route that I would take if I was a new trader. Yeah, things take time, I know. But it's all right. You'll get there one day. The more you rush the process, the more delayed you'll be back. The more time you're wasting. Because as you try to rush the process, you may start to, you know, blow your accounts. And as you blow your accounts, you're wasting more time because now you gotta, you know, go to your job, make money, save that money, put it towards a funded, rinse and repeat, right? Like, you don't want to be doing that. You want to make sure you're consistent first, and then once you're comfortable there, you go funded. Why'd you go fund? We never like talking about it. I never said didn't like talking about it. I just got the same questions every day. It was like a inside stream joke. Like, if a part of the Divas community, if you're part of the Divas community, you know it's an inside joke with how we ask Wix, and you know how they ask me every day, like, what are your thoughts on funded account? You know what I mean? Yeah. So no, like I did not like talking about it. It was kind of annoying to answer every day because, you know, my thoughts on funded accounts was whatever I just said to you. Like, I believe funded accounts are great only if you're consistent or profitable. You see how we close above your chat? I need a closure above 21. This thing can still flip and drive, right? But I want to see a closure above 21 because the 1 hour no bottom wick. So I'll need a 21 plus a bottom wick and then buys, right? The level is just too advanced. Sells below here. Yeah, we could get sells below 2016 instead. Like, there's a possibility we could get below. My bad, not 2016. 1916, 1915 instead. But I'm gonna need some closures below here first, right? You close below here, you should be good to drive through towards 1912 and then make your way down towards maybe 1910. So you have that range coming down here. That won't be too bad. But you need to break through all of this first, right? This is very hard to, you know, trade with because there's no direction in this area. Same with this area. You'll get more direction in this green zone here. So that's why we're not really like trading this range. We're just waiting for the breakout above or below these levels, because it can happen in this area. You can, you know, come all the way up, come back down. You're just in the range, right? But you're getting volume though, so that's good, because you have the 1 hour breakout, and now you have the 5 breakout. Even though you have no direction, it leads to more volume, which you should be getting trades at probably around 8:30, maybe 8:35. GTA market, yeah, GJ. I wanted to talk about it. I forgot. My fault. Yeah, GJ. If you look at the daily, it's starting to. So you had like this bullish push a couple days ago, right? And then you form the resistance, and then you form support. This is just your range formed here, basically from this area of the charts, right, until this area. This is just your range formed. So if this is your range, you finally got a closure above the range. This candle today may not be the one that drives. Again, like I spoke about this on gold a couple days ago, and we're right about it. The day when you break out the range, you typically don't drive as heavy, but the next day is the day you drive. So Monday might be your algo day, as long as this candle today closes above here. Don't get me wrong, it can drive today as well, but I would expect more of Monday to be a drive, Monday, Tuesday. But yeah, the weekly is gonna close, I'm pretty sure, bullish here in 8 hours. The daily should close above 182. But if you are flipping for the daily, look left on the daily. Where do you have clean traffic till next? So look left, draw a line here to mark up your most recent resistance, because you want to look left and see where the most recent resistance is. And you're gonna see that it's gonna be tapping us into 183.452 or 451, because look left there, there's this area over here, that price, you know, look left there, and then next thing you know, you have some resistance here, some resistance here. So this area right here is what you're looking at as your next target if you were to close above 181.987, right? So there's that. Again, the daily's bullish though. The 4 hour might be a bit tricky. You really need to see a 4 hour closure above here. You have about 4 minutes for a 4 hour closure. The 1 hour time frame looks like you are again at resistance as well, so that 4 hour closure will be probably key. I wouldn't take buys above the most recent. I'm pretty sure there's a resistance looking left here. I don't think I can scroll left, I forgot. I'm pretty sure there's a resistance slightly above that area on the 1 hour or 30. So let's go back and see where that is. So if you don't have, you know, if you can't scroll back, just go in the replay mode on the daily, go back to here, go down to 30, and you're gonna see traffic on that day. So where's price again, chat? Price is at, holy shit, price is up here. 182, what area was that resistance? 182.480. Okay, cool. 182.480. So that's around, okay, so that's the most recent resistance, right? Let's see if there's a better resistance here. Could be this right here, above 182.973 instead. Yeah, so above that area is where I look for buys. I'll be very cautious above 182.455. Any given point could still break the highs, not close in the 4 hour time frame, still come back down, close below the range, and then you'll be in trouble. So you want to see a closure above the range like this, right? And then you want to see some type of, like, you know, structure being formed there. So if you get a bearish closure, respecting support, this is your confirmed range now from basically here to here. Then you gotta wait for a closure above. So if you get a closure above, then it hits volume, that'll be your drive. But you still need your bottom wicks here tapped into most recent to grab liquidity in order for us to drive up to retest the highs, because then you'll make your way up towards the day target, which was 183 or 184, I said earlier, right? So just be cautious above 182.455 for the day. I'll say wait for the 4 hour close, and things should be pretty chill. Worst case, it doesn't move, and it moves on Monday with the weekly closure. My light's not on today. Agent session plug. Not gonna lie, Wixon is not showing up today. He was streaming in London, and then I hit him up after. I'm like, yo. He's like, yo, I'm going to bed, bro. I can't do this right now. I'm like, all right, bro. He's like, I'll catch you there for New York session. I gotta sleep. I'm like, yo, you acting as if I don't gotta sleep too. I didn't sleep though. He slept. Ooh, comics open in about a minute here, chat. He looks like he has some pre-comics open. So this count is gonna close the way it is. I believe I would need a top wick though, or my bad, a bottom wick. After this 5 closes, right? Once he closes, we can then take our positions driving up. But yeah, this is a comics open in about 30 seconds here. You're gonna see some volume. I wouldn't lock it in just yet until we create a bottom wick. But look at the 4-hour time frame, right? It looks like it's gonna make its way up towards 24. It's just about how can we get in here. So close above. If it can create a bottom wick at 1919 and then flip bullish, I'll be in like swimwear. But if it doesn't, then I gotta wait for price to print. I mean, back 1 to 1 hour candles don't have a bottom wick, but if you create a bottom wick here, it should be good to drive if you flip. Because if it were to come down with no bottom, if it were to come down due to the fact that the previous 1 hour has no bottom wick, it'll come down that drive down on the pullback or on the bottom wick, right? But if it flips bullish, then that means that it's not gonna create a bottom wick. It's gonna come back all the way up towards 24, right? So that's why it's key to wait for that. Also, because the daily is heavily bearish though, any given point in the day can still flip bearish, right? That's what I said earlier. So that's why a bottom wick is pretty key here. If we were like, if we were bullish for a day and the daily bias is bullish, then perfect. You know, we'll take our bias up, but the daily bias is bearish due to the fact that it closed bearish yesterday, right? So that's why we need to be extra cautious on the buys, and you need to wait for everything to perfectly align. $10 AM trade. Hopefully not. I want to be up for 9. Hi, that would be up for 9. Unless you get a trade here. I think this is the only chance we may have if you get a bottom wick here, but it's a long ways to go here. What happened to Farzo? Where's stop loss? There is no buys here. I repeat, we have no buys here. We're waiting for the bottom wick. No buys here. There's nothing I'm taking here. I need a bottom wick, like I just explained. When will you increase the lot size? Probably for not for another 2 years, probably, or another year. I increase my lots once a year, but next year I'm not gonna do it. Next year I'm gonna keep the same lots, and then the year after that I'm gonna do it. It's crazy, man. I've been trading for 5 years, and that's 5 years without a lie too, chat. Like, I didn't lie about how many years I've been trading. I swear there's people who I swear they at one point they said they've been trading for 2 years. All of a sudden you go on the Instagram bio, all of a sudden they've been trading for 11 years now. Like, what? That is crazy. How'd you go from 3 years to 11 years? The internet persona is crazy. To be honest though, I mean, trading isn't all about when you enter the charts. Sometimes it's about the things that led up to the charts, like your discipline, your ability to, your patience, like things like that, like your skill traits, like your life skill traits. You can put that towards trading. So yes, you can say, you know, your whole life you've been trading, but I just didn't touch any platform until I was like 19 or 18. Oh, we broke the highs here, chat. Let's see, 22, it breaks that high. You should see it pop up towards 24, 26. That is going to be the break of that high. So, I mean, if you were to create a bond wick, let's see this 5 in a minute here. There's also a minor resistance here. I want to see if we can close above 22. Above 22 might be off the rip for us, chat. We might have some buys above there. There is a minor resistance there, so that's why I want to see a closure. If there wasn't for the no bond wick cause, I'll be in obviously off of this candle. But since I need a bond wick, I want to see a closure above 22 here. And if you close above 22, you should see a push up towards, you know, 24 and such. Yeah, because it looks like the 4-hour candle is going to fill that resistance there, right, into 23, 24 levels. You might see it close before, you might see it happen before the candle closure in 40 seconds here. But if it can pull back and leave a wick fill, that'd be amazing. Three, 2, and yeah, I wanted a pullback because now you don't have much range left. The range till 24 is a range of this is a range of 7 pips. If it pulled back a bit further, you have a bigger range to take advantage of. This range is just a bit small. Nothing wrong with the buys here because like you're likely gonna tap, you know, 24 marks here, 24 500, but it's only like a 7 pip range because it pushed, you know, to the last minute of this candle closure. So I'll wait for the 30-minute closure. Maybe I might get a pullback, maybe not. But then after that, we could get some buys in because it looks like the 1-hour candle no bond wick might be an issue no more. Again, because you ever grab liquidity in the 4-hour time frame anyways, right? So if you already did that and you're pushing out, I wouldn't expect to see a bottom wick anymore at 1919. It should just make its way up. But you barely tap target, so you still have range left. But let's see this third making a pullback. You have about 3 minutes left for the third closure. I'll say as long as the 30-minute candle closes above 22 here, the next 30-minute candle should make its way up towards the 27 mark. So we might see a range going up till then, which will fill that area to the left there. 27,240, you can probably say. Yeah, I think the last time the 30 closed above as well, you were able to make your way up here. So yeah, 20, 28, 27-ish. You can probably put target at. But you need to close above here. There's a strong 30-minute resistance here, right? So what's going to happen here is you're going to see this. There's a resistance at 23.73, 763. If we pull back for a wick fill on a 30-minute candle, you're going to see this 30-minute close of the top wick above the range, but you're also going to see this 5-minute candle close bearish. And that's perfect because now you're going to have a resistance formed here, right? This is your range. All you need to wait for now is a closure above 23.763. And then once you close above 23.763, you can get it off the rip. So the next 5, you know, again, 835, I said 840 was our positions. Could get buys later on to pop up, and that will fill the range at 28, 27. Yeah, I gotta wait here. Gotta wait. Trying to see, because the day buys is still bearish, right? I was expecting 20, like these levels get tapped before coming down here. So if we start to reverse here and flip on the daily, where we can take sells at, I mean, I said earlier 2017 could be the case, but it might be maybe below 2018 instead if we were to come back below there. That's if you don't close above 24. Because if this 30-minute candle chat closes respecting this resistance, right, the 1 hour may still flip. And if the 1 hour flips, you know, potentially you can get that flip on the daily. What happened to Fars or what happened? Why you say welcome back? Hey, news now? No, you're having about an hour and a half here. An hour and a half. Pretty strong level there. 1923.57. Looking like a football field here today. So many levels. You now clear this level. This level is irrelevant. It broke straight through. So there's that. I think this 30 chat closed below at the range. It didn't close above that 30-minute range. You can still feel the wick, but again, you're still below these levels here. Especially with the 1 hour have no bottom wick. Any given point could come down. Now still, if it were to close above, then a different story. But yeah, didn't close above. So we gotta wait for that closure. Not much we can do. What was that level again? 2020 through 7. Interesting. Yeah, that's also the bottom wick too. Let's see what that plays out. Don't need that level. 2016, yes, below there we're gonna have sells. Below there, sells below here. Cool. Buys above here now, above this range. This range is irrelevant right now, so delete this. Nothing happened. Cool. Just trying to make it a little more clear because I don't like when my charts are too messy. This would be very key what happens here. So chat, if it comes down because the bottom wick and it re-breaks the highs on the 30, I'll take a buy stop. Because then you'll be mirroring this traffic to the left. So all I'm really doing right now is playing out scenarios that could play out or could not play out. So when things do play out, I wouldn't be surprised. Or let's say if a move flies by, we're not able to get in, I wouldn't be surprised by that move. We won't say, oh, I missed it, right? Because we already planned for it. It just didn't follow our plan. Or it didn't follow our equations. But yeah, if you come down here, create a bottom wick, you've been mirroring this traffic to the left. We'll then have buy stops above, I think above 22. Cool. But you want to see a bottom wick first. So you want to see a tap 1919 on a dot. And it's doing this all within the first minute here too of the 30-minute candle. Let's see what this candle does. Okay, cool. So there's the bottom wick, right? Look at the 1 hour time frame. It's flipping bearish, right? But it hasn't closed yet, right? So it can either flip bullish again here and re-break the highs at 19. If it were to re-break the highs at 1922, you just assume that it just continue to go back up. However, if it starts to break the lows at 1917 and close below, you know, 1916, then you can start to anticipate sells. But until then, this thing is still flip bullish here, so we may have some potential. That 5 also had no bottom wick too, and you have about a minute for a closure. So it's either you wait for a break of the highs to break the current highs, or you wait for the closure in the 5 for the bullish, you know, because then it'll look something like this if you were to close bullish. Those are your two options here. If it comes like, you know, 30 seconds to the close, I'll just wait for the close. If we're still like a couple minutes away, then I'll wait for just a buy stop. It looks like we're gonna wait for a closer because you have a minute left. That's my thought process. You want to see a close respecting though. Respecting 21, 527. Pretty strong resistance there. But you really gotta pay attention to these couple things, right? The bottom wick. Pay attention to this. No bottom wick here. Pay attention to the flip here. The break of the highs here. Those are things you want to look out for right now on this candle. Because it's gonna give you a lot of information. Nice. So that bottom wick was formed. The 5 is now flipping bullish. How's it gonna close there in about 15 seconds? If it closes bullish here, respecting, then there is this minor resistance at 22,316. You might wait for a closure above there, and then once you actually close above there, we can just take the bias going up. If the next 5 creates a bottom wick, then we can just take the buy stop. But I want to see this 5 create a bottom wick tapping into like 2020, right? 1920. If it doesn't, then we have to wait for a closure just above that range there, because there's a resistance right here. Just a minor one though, nothing too major. Yeah, this 5 closes below, right? What's the range now? So we can possibly drop all the way through until 19, 20, 27, 28. Wow. I'll get some water. I'll be back. I'll be back for the closure. Might have off the rip, so just be cautious. saw that you can close below, above. 47 seconds for a closure. Let's see if it closes above. You might need a bond wick up for the Prius 5 because this level is still holding, right? So it's closing bullish for a wick fill. This level is still holding here. All we really need here, is this bottom wick. Once you get a bond for the Prius 5 low, we'll have buy stops in the flip, but this needs to close bullish first. Because then this is what's gonna happen probably. You have this candle, right? This candle crosses bond wick, flips, that'll be our buy stop. But you need a bond wick, nothing too major, just tapping into, like, you know, just breaking our lows, which is most important. But tapping into these levels would be key here. How did it close? Okay, weak bullish here. Yeah, so you're gonna need a bond wick here. Once you get a bond wick, we'll be in there. So this is good. Yeah, last time it closed above as well. I think it filled the range here. The same thing should happen here. This is the first time we're closing above since the morning. This is your pullback, retracement, liquidity wick. This should be your drive up to retest the highs at 2025. This is the bond wick. And the break of the highs, right? So we may have biases at 22,505 if that does form here in about a couple seconds. 22, what is it again, chat? 22,531. Cool. So there's your bottom wick. Was it a bottom wick? Oh, nope, not yet. Almost. You need to break the lows here. All right, there we go. Now buy stops. All right. So we're gonna have buy stops here on the break of the highs. Oops, no. Not sell limit. A buy stop right there. 1922.56 is my buy stop. All right. You break the highs after creating a bottom wick, you should draw out towards 25. But to buy stop, chat, don't try to be hero here. Don't try to come in first place. I know you guys are, you know, very tempted to take buys here off the rip, but just be cautious because, again, it's a cowboy entry. It may play out, which would be dope, but you want to see it re-break the highs here. It's very key. Stops, I'm looking at them right now. There might be 2016 531. Yeah, that'll be the stops if you activate. If we don't activate, if this 5-minute candle closes bearish, we'll just delete them. If it closes bearish respecting 21, then, well, depends on how it closes, we may have them running. But if this thing closes bearish below the range, below 21,461, we delete the buy stops because they won't be valid. We're then gonna have to wait for the 1 hour close, and in 1 hour close, we may have positions based on the new 1 hour at 9 a.m. and the 4 hour candle. But you want to see a bottom wick being created for the previous 1 hour candle, if anything, and then a flip, and then that'll be the drive up. Because if the daily bias is bearish here today, right, chat, understand this: if the daily bias is truly bearish today, right, it would retrace. It's gonna retrace at 9 a.m., but it will retrace and continue to come down. It won't just retrace and come back up. So if it comes down at 9 a.m. and it creates a bottom wick, and then it flips bullish, the steeper you grab liquidity, obviously, the more you drive. So what you're gonna see probably is, instead of looking to target 26, you may just be able to target 30. Because if you create a bottom wick and do this, man, you're driving all the way up for the rest of the range. Look left, that's your next target overall, right? Because you're breaking above here, you're grabbing liquidity here, and you've been respecting the same zones all morning, right? So that's how you can tell if we're gonna flip or not on the daily. I get the day is heavily bearish still, but if you don't break, you don't break, right? You just respect. So yeah, let's lock it in here because you have about a minute and a half for a closure here, and if you close below, we're gonna have to delete them. Any questions? We're good. Ooh, and we're in there. All right, cool. So it looks like the 5 closed, or the 5 activated us. Got on bias for chat. Target is going to be 1927, 28. Stops are going to be below these ranges. We'll manage risk if, you know, we start to close below 1919. All right. Or we might move our stop to 1919 later on, or we might just close off at the moment it breaks below 1919. But overall, on buy stops here, buys are activated. Target is around 28. Break even point is going to be once you tap into 1924.280. Okay. Target 1928, stop loss 1916, 20 or 20 1916. What am I saying? Why is it 2016? Oops. Stop loss 1916. $19.16.531. Cool. Yeah, break even point will be 1924. Pretty strong resistance, so you may see a push here. All right, cool. So we're tapping into that resistance here. Chat, at this point, this is going to be a risk-free trade for me. It is the last 15 of the forward candle. I'm not going to lie. I did not expect us to activate there. I thought we'll be deleting them. But again, it activated us. It's still valid here. It's just that you have the last 15 of the forward candle, and we were going to delete the buy stops anyways before the if it was the last 15, and we're going to wait for the 1 hour close. But if we're in here, we're in profit. We just move stops to break even. This candle is perfect for us too because it has no bottom wick. So if it does come down and create a bottom wick, it's going to retrace until the 4 hour close. It's going to retrace down to like probably 1920 again. But this is perfect. If it drives here, great, perfect. If it doesn't, then we know what to expect next for the new forward candle. All right, the new forward candle will likely be a pullback and then continuation to the upside if we do tend to respect 1920 levels, or we do respect 1920 levels. I want to see you break the highs here though. That would be perfect because we'll see a pump and then we just close off on the pump on that spike, right? Because if you break the highs, you're likely gonna spike up towards 1925, and that's when we're going to close off fully probably. But this is risk-free. Everyone should be risk-free, and no one should be having risk on the line anymore. If you got a better entry than me, then perfect. You know, you can manage risk however you want to manage risk. Just understand it's the last 15 of the 4 hour candle, so you want to be a bit more aggressive when it comes to managing risk here. All right, there's a pump. All right. I'm gonna trail my stops here, 10% profit, and gonna probably put trail stops in profit. Is it gonna survive? Because I don't want it to retrace here. All right, cool. We got out. Perfect. So got out there that trade chat. I think we got around 25 pips. Not a bad trade. Tapped into 225, like I said, on the spike. All right. So close forward managers. I wanted to just trail stops on the 1 minute time, and then I realized, wait, the 1 minute has no bottom wick. So then we just kind of just put around me above. Because it may just continue driving here, but again, last 15 to forward candle, just be cautious of that, right? But this was like, I think I went on like a 40-minute segment straight talking about the last, couple candles here. So, forget the trade, forget the profits, irrelevant. The breakdown was key. Understanding what to wait for was key. Understand what part of the day you're in is key, right? This right here, irrelevant, doesn't make you, doesn't break you. But congrats, you did get rewarded today for staying true to your plan, and congrats on position today, chat. Yeah, good stuff, chat. Damn, not gonna lie. 1, I didn't expect this to activate. 2, I thought the last 15 will at least pull back, create that bottom wick, and we survived it. So that was perfect. This kind of had no top wick too on the Prius 5, and it just drove. What do you ever hold your trades to TP? It did tap TP basically. It tapped into my TP. I moved it to 25. It was like a pip away. So Like the moment I decided to close though, like that's the moment that, yo, the moment you close, you can't say anything after. You can't say I should have held, you know, I should have closed earlier. Like, you know, whatever decision you make, you gotta stand by it, because that's the decision. The decision you made should be a decision you should be making consistently over time, right? Chat, congrats. It's a Friday. We might have another trade. I really want to see if this 1 hour candle could honestly pull back. But it looks like you might just fill the range at 30 before the 4 hour close. So for 9 a.m., I mean, it might be a day at 9 a.m. for us, to be honest. And that was what we wanted, right? We wanted to get in and get out right before 9 a.m. And to be honest, I'm glad we didn't take the first buy, because if we were to take this, I'm pretty sure we would have got out at break even. And I don't think I would have taken this second trade out right off the rip. So I'm glad I waited for that candle to close off instead. And I waited for that pullback before taking the buys up to fill the range. And then that was when I drove officially, right? Yeah, chat, congrats, man. Yo, guys, if you guys enjoyed the trade, just leave a like. I know there's only 1,900 of you guys. I'm gonna stick around till 10. My bad, 9:30 maybe. You know, 9:15. But if you guys enjoyed the breakdown, leave a like and sub to the channel. I appreciate you guys being here on a Friday. What percent did I make my funded here just now? Let's see. Oh, it wasn't too bad. Nice. This account made. What did I make here? I made like 1% or less, a little less than 1%. I took some meat out the hood. Hey, see, that's what it's all about, man. Make me out the hood. Congratulations, brother. Someone passed their funny last night during the London session signals. So good shit to him. Wait. Did anybody in the single channel survive the stops in profit when I said move stops to 24.54? Nah, you didn't survive. You didn't survive, right? You didn't survive. Close off. Yes, sir. We all did. You guys all did. Nah, it's USG. No one survived, right? Some guys said they got 50 pips here. You see, the channel here, it's all about learning, you know? Like, I know wow, this guy had a perfect exit. Hey, send your entries here in the channel. Oh, you too? Wow. What'd you close at? 26? What'd you close at? Can't see. 39? Gee. What'd you close? 26. What'd you get? Wow, 21 entry? What was my entry? 22. Oh wow, yeah, better entry and a better exit. Damn, should be my mentor instead. 29, 30. Yeah, not bad. 25. I'll put it as. I think that leads us to like being almost break even for the month. Got 21 entries. Hey, who passed their challenge today? Congrats if you guys did. It was a very wonderful 12 hours. I had to lock it in today. No sleep was indeed. Some people say when you have no sleep, your brain can't think. I felt like today I was locked in. I was locked in. To be honest though, Wix wasn't here. So the whole stream was trading. Wix left in though. He kind of left in. How many hours trade a day? Depends. Some days I might have more hours on a chart, some days I might have less. But like trading, if you combine just the trading hours, probably less than an hour to be honest. Because sometimes we're just sitting there waiting, right? For charts to things to play out. Yeah, no, Wix traded Asian though. He got Asian pips anyways. Right, so he was good. He was chilling. I didn't catch. Well, actually, no, I caught fish from 11 too, but he caught. I think he caught 10 or 20 pips or something. It's possible to drop 33. 29 again. Like when you're looking for buys here, like just be a bit cautious because like when you're looking for buys, you want to look at this, right? These are your major zones here. So if these are your major zones, you don't want to be taking buys when it's tapping these major zones. If it's like a minor zone, like we took, fine. But if it's a major zone, you want to be cautious, right? So if this is your overall major zones here, 1914 and then 1930, what range is this? This range here is around, I think this range here is like 150 pips, right? 150 pips range. So in that 150 pip range, you gotta account for our things like, you know, spread, slippage, such like that, right? So, and also just like, you know, not having the most precise entry. So this range can cut down in half probably, like make it like 75, right? So in this 75 pip range, what could you catch, right? You don't want to be taking buys, you know, now we're tapping the resistance, the target. You wanted to be catching buys as you had clean traffic you're driving up, because that is what you're looking at, and that should equal up to 75 pip range, right? That's around like 75 pips, right? Because that's just like the clean traffic you have in that range, right? You're not gonna catch the whole range unless, you know, maybe if you trade ICT you might catch the full range, but unfortunately I'm not talented enough for that. So we look to catch 75 pips instead. So whatever clean traffic is in here for us, which is this, that's what we're looking to catch. So that's why we took profit around these areas here, because that was an area where I had area interests at, right? But yeah, what's the question? Take sells at resistance? I mean, that's your trading style. I don't know. I don't trade like that. I don't, you know, I buy at resistance. I sell at support. If you call tossing bombs, and this is what you do, right? But I can't say you're wrong or anything. This is your position. Yeah, the ICT traders probably caught 108 pips, probably done for a day right now, probably laughing at us for catching, you know, 24 pips, but that's cool. What's this account sitting at now? 731. It's making its way back up, chat. I think I peaked at 750, 745, I think it was. So we peaked that on like June 2nd or June 1st, and then pull back, and now we're slowly making our way back up. But again, that's not the focus. When you focus, the focus was waiting for the 5-minute bottom wick, because that's what led to these profits, right? Okay, I'll be here till like 9:05. I'm gonna see how this 5-minute closes. This 1 hour closes, and then the 5-minute. So that's what I'll wait for. If it doesn't, what do you call it? If it doesn't drive or do anything spectacular, I'll call it a day, because it's a Friday, and if you're already took a win for the day, you don't really have to stay here and take another trade and add more risk on the line, where you can just you know, wait for price to sell, wait for Monday, right? But I think Wix 9 is here, chat. I think Kieran is here.
What up?
Where is Janez though? What up, Kieran? What's going on?
Friday night over and technically Friday morning. I bet he's sleeping. Oh, there he is, driving.
Who? Janez?
Janez, just as you asked, he showed up.
Yo, why aren't you in your motorcycle, Janez?
I'm in the Lambo. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, your Lambo. Yeah, right, your Lambo. Yeah.
There's like someone actually asked if I bought a Lambo. I was like, brother.
What do you mean? You did.
Yeah, true.
What's the deal?
Yo, Wix, you just woke up?
Yeah.
Damn. What's the deal though?
What up?
Wow. I did a 24-hour stream just now, bro. I was up for basically 24 hours. Today would have been a great 24-hour stream day.
I told you.
You told me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you did Asian, I did New York, and you did London. So we basically did a 24-hour stream. I was
Is this your way of getting out of the 24-hour stream?
yeah.
What happened?
Great for closure could push up. Yeah, it can. Yeah, it definitely can. There is an area of interest at 37, 38, so it could slowly creep up towards there. Yeah, it can slowly creep up. Yeah,
All winners?
no, the first Asian session was a 33 pip loss. Second was a 19 pip win, and then we had pineapple for 16 pips, and then we had this for 25. What was it, a fake out chat? What I put it as, like a fake out? Range one fake out. Yeah, onion. It's an onion. That's what it is. Flip, right? Or was the breaker highs? So it's flip, and then 5 minute, and then 4, and then 25. But yeah, I think for the month now we're like break even basically. So Yeah, and then I think the stream. Let's see the stream. How do I center this? Are you still staying on, Wix?
Yeah. I'm still down for the month. Gotta stay on.
Really?
Say that again?
I swear you were up for the month. Cause you had more wins during Asian than me.
Yeah,
I had more losses than you this month.
I didn't have the pineapples on the last 2 trades that you did on. $19.21. $6.89. Cool. Yeah, chat. I think that is it for me. Ain't gonna lie, but yo, chat. If you guys are dipping off on me, like, come on. Like, there's no way we have 500 likes right now, chat. Someone yesterday said, "Don't ask for likes until you perform." We performed today. We should be able to have 1,000 likes here, chat. If you know, it would be gladly appreciated if we get at least 1,000 likes. I know you guys can do it because I know, like, 3/4 of you guys took buy stops. Cause why else would you come and then just leave here, right? Unless there's a channel out there that, you know, tells everybody that I enter a trade on stream so they can come watch, and then they dip off after. Like,
Yeah, it's just me. I charge people to do it.
I know there's a lot of people that come though. Every time they get trade chat, it just pops. Like, I don't know, they're haters. Like, I don't know, like, dude, there's clips of me out there of me just taking losses. I'm like, bro, what happened to the wins? And then there's like screenshots of people saying this guy took 9 pip loss. And then they cover up the balance because they didn't want to show how much money I made in the account, but they just want to show the loss. And then I'm like, bruh, come on. we have a lot of haters, but
losing compilations.
The only way to beat the haters is to remain positive and feed the haters the value as well, because eventually they'll be on our side. But hey, can we 663 chat? Okay, maybe I'm pushing 1,000 too far. Okay, maybe 700 or 800. One step at a time. 800. Bro, please share another level on target. No, I went on a very long segment today from 8 a.m. to 8:35, breaking down the entire position. You had no excuse not to be prepared for it.
There's no another level here. Just fucking close the resistance, and after driving here, you need more ranges to form. You need a 5-minute range to form, or a pullback, or a bottom wick, or something. Yeah, this session might be done for like another hour or 2.
All right, let's go play blackjack.
Play what?
Let's go play some blackjack.
Yeah. No shit.
Play on stream. Someone give me their, you know, their gambling account. Wix is feeding for a trade. Nah, he had wins last night during London. You had a win during London, no? You had that 15 pip win.
No, I didn't close anything. It was up around 14, but I didn't close anything. It hit break even.
I called Wix at 3 a.m. last night. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, I'm going to bed now. I gotta wake up for 6:30. I'm like, wait, me too.
You know, I didn't sleep. But you got busy ass day today. The thing is, like, about me is I'm gonna nap after. You can't nap after.
Dad duties.
For me? No, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go outside right now.
Jump in the
As soon
pool.
as the stream's over. No, and I'm gonna yell "fuck" at the top of my.
To be popular. Pulse?
No, you can't have a last E.
Sorry, I'm on no sleep.
How much they pay you not to sleep?
Them? I
Mhm.
don't know, man. It depends. Like right now, the AI, like prices on AI is pretty high. So they're paying me a little bit more than usual. because the demand for AI is very high right now. You know, they need someone to use the chat GPT. They need someone to live stream in the morning for trades. And right now I'm filling that position, so maybe a bit more. Yeah.
How much they pay you tonight?
Tonight, around 6,000 tonight. 6,600.
Damn, not to sleep.
Yeah.
6,600.
Yeah, it's
To
not
miss
bad.
out
It's
on
not
a few
bad.
hours of sleep.
Yeah, it's not too bad. But like the other day, they like I made a mistake on stream, and they took
They
a
took
hundred.
your
They took 30K. Yeah. But overall, the overall earnings that they paid me so far was around like 600K, around there, 720ish. It's not bad, but that was 10 months of pay, right? So
Yeah, I'll be
it
sleeping half of
really
that much.
depends on the demand. But yeah, this year the demand ever since December, AI gone, skyrocketed, man. But I think next year they might fill my position. With some guy named Don Banks or something. I don't know. I don't know who he is, but like some other AI.
Yeah, I heard about him. You
Long
don't got
ago.
that. You don't got that entry level Lambo.
Yeah, nah.
You got that big boy.
Apparently that guy has a beard though, so we'll see how. Or that AI has a beard though.
I heard the AI got a 32-inch vertical.
For real?
Where?
I don't know. I heard rumors though. Rumors. We'll see. Which Inez is back.
Yo,
Yo. Fresh fade. What's up?
what'd you say, sorry?
I said fresh fade.
Oh, jeez.
Who's really the villain? Yeah, skip Chris Brown's part, you know? 'Cause who's that creeping in your window? What's the guess here? Your window. Tempo.
Your position, you know what I'm saying? Position?
See what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Saying what I'm saying?
Is that what it was?
Saying.
It was that one. Is that the V2?
Moist.
No. Where's the ego?
Motel.
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, the E's there. So.
Towel.
Oh yeah. Nope.
T's
Oh,
at
wait, no,
the
no
end.
L there.
T at the end.
Tower.
He has to be at the end.
Oh, yeah.
E is not the end. E is the second end, no?
A T.
T.
Oh,
T.
T.
T like trade.
Okay, so something like XOUSD poet. Maybe.
Bonnet.
Covet. COV.
I guess it's two ends.
COV.
Covet. That works.
Yep. Nice.
Governor.
I thought covet was like
First Wix W in like a week.
My boy Don Juan in bed here.
Back to
Sleeping
profits.
on the left side of his couch. Yeah, man, sleeping cozy with the white sheets. Yo.
Oh, this is gonna be tough.
That's funny. This is gonna
This
be
one
tough
calls-
for real.
I thought you were gonna ask
This
to
one-
join.
This This one calls a Kieran.
Yo, did you fix the notifications, Don Juan?
Oh.
Yo, I was just working on those because I didn't get none of the notifications.
So you got nothing today?
Nothing, bro.
Dude, that's so weird. Like, so like, is your PC always on?
No, my laptop's off because I'm in New York traveling. So I have my laptop with me now. It's completely off shut. iPad's off shut.
Even if it's
all I use with my.
You should still be
Like,
good.
you should have left
No
that shit
power.
with a. Should have left it with a concierge and told them, yo, when this gets a notification, you wake me up.
Like my desktop at home, it pops up on the screen like notification if I'm on my desktop, but I get nothing to my cell phone.
Yo. It's you and I, dog.
You
We gonna catch more pips.
I just DM you after. I'll let you know what to do. Maybe there's a
fair.
setting that's like just not working. But I'll hit you up after.
All right.
Or just
All
text
right,
me.
thank
Text me
you.
on Discord right now. I'll just reply.
All right.
That's just fire. Wire. For Foro.
Fool.
Fort. Oh,
That was
foot.
going.
No, you did fort first,
and then
foot.
foot.
In a fortnight. A limelight.
Number 1 3 Royale.
A limelight. Limelight. Yo, Wix, have you seen Lil Baby speaking Spanish?
I've never seen him speak.
Except for that one time.
Except for that one time when he gave me a really inspiring speech.
You think that Kanye should not do this when he's doing
no hablo inglés. No, español. ¿Cómo está, amigo? Amigo.
You think that Kanye should not do this when he's doing
no hablo inglés. No, español. ¿Cómo está, amigo?
Me no hablo English. Where did that come from? Guys, pull it up.
No hablo inglés.
Well, I see your question there. I'll answer it in the Suno channel later. That's a long question. I got you. Actually, I'll just answer it on stream. Jay. Tune in stream. Don't answer. Live. What is this, chat? What country is this, everybody? Looks like a frog.
Looks like that shit broke even on the left side.
You're gay.
You're gay?
No, you are.
I know you are, but what am I?
No,
You
are. But
are-
fine.
I spell this. You are you? Oh.
I'm water, you are good. Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm rubber, you
how
are
come
glue.
it hasn't been Canada yet?
Not even a country. Like US property.
U.S. property.
Infringement.
Denmark? Oh, I'm close. Sweden?
Sweden?
Sweden.
Finland.
The good thing about this game is that you learn. England's not a country.
What?
You said England?
Finland.
Oh, Finland.
Or Georgia. Go with Georgia.
Georgia? Where's Georgia? One of the Linds, right? Like, Lynn, Finland.
Netherlands?
Yeah.
Hell no.
What? Bosnia?
Bosnia.
Hey, isn't that where Carlo's from? Damn, Carlo, are you here in the chat?
He's not from over there.
Carlo, yeah, he's from. Isn't he from Bosnia? I swear he's from Bosnia. Can someone ping Carlo?
He's
From
here.
Croatia.
Croatia?
Yeah.
No, but he's from.
Balkan Fury.
Isn't.
Not
No.
the Bosnian Fury. He's the Balkan Fury.
No, he's from Bosnia. Wait, hold on. How far is Croatia?
He's from Croatia.
No, he's from Bosnia. He's from He lives in Bosnia.
Why he wearing the Croatia shirt all the time? He looking like Luka Modric in all his pictures.
I don't know, maybe it's Bosnia. Maybe it's like right on Bosnia and Croatia. It's like right next to each other.
Bosnian Fury.
The Balkan Fury. Because it's in Balkan, right? That's what makes sense.
Listen to me.
Huh? Alright, everybody.
Listen to me.
Hey, everybody. I know you guys looking for buys here, everybody. But unfortunately, everybody, I am hopping off.
Alright, you caught enough. Our turn. You thinking what I'm thinking?
What? Go for margin?
It's Friday. You ain't got a job.
He's not thinking what I'm thinking, chat.
What are you thinking?
Cocaine and
I can't
prostitutes.
tell you. What?
Alright, everybody. Peace out, chat. I love you guys, man. Thanks for coming. Oh, yeah, you're here. My bad. Before you hop off. Hey, Don, I just want to know I am understanding this correct. Wow. You didn't enter at the first break, first orange circle, because those two 5 minute candles did not have a bottom wick. But after the 5 minute had a bottom wick, the trade was triggered with buy stop second orange circle. I understand there were other things going on here, like the 1 hour flipping bullish, and we were closing. Wait, then the trade was triggered with the buy stops. I understand there were other things going on. So what's your question? You're asking me like what was the other things going on? So like this is it. If you go back to when it happened, I mentioned how like this right here, right? I didn't enter here because there's no bottom wick, right? And then you came up, you know, no FOMO. It came all the way up, came all the way down, created a bottom wick, and then that candle was key because that was also a 3-minute candle or a 15 candle, I think at the time, or just a 5, sorry. And then that 5 closed respecting 21 still. 21 is a pretty key level here. Because if you look left, that's the resistance here, right? So you close respecting, so that's a good sign. You close weak doji, especially after this kind of had no bottom wick as well. So that's a double confirmation. And the moment you closed here, I was like, cool. We're not going to enter the moment we break the highs here because I wanted to see if we could break above this amount of resistance. So that's why we didn't enter off the rip, right? Because there was a resistance here. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll wait for a closure above. And I said how if you don't get a closure above and you close bullish still, I'll need a bottom wick the next candle. The next candle came down, created a bottom wick, and then we have buy stops. Because the moment you grab liquidity, who cares if you're not above resistance? You still have this range here with the 1 hour candle. If you're grabbing liquidity again after already grabbing liquidity earlier on down here, then this indicates that we're going to drive up, right? So then we took buys on the break of the flip and still waiting for a closure above 23, and then we took buys going up. And that was the position basically, yeah. Yeah, that was it. Should we sell? I don't know, it's up to you. I'm not looking for sells. I am done for a day. Looks like you're gonna come up and tap though into these levels here at 1935 probably. But yeah, chat, that's it for me. All right, guys, everybody, I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. Peace out. Or fuck, what am I saying? Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. Peace out. Love you guys. Have a good day, and take it easy. All right, enjoy your weekend, everybody. Later, guys.
Catch you later.
See you guys later. Peace out. Also, leave a like and sub the channel before you guys dip off. All right, if you guys can. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I got 10 freaky girls on a yacht. I got 10 freaky girls on a yacht. You know, I was racing down the highway earlier today, riding down 20. I happened to see a nigga I robbed back in the day. You know what? He was happy to see me.
that one song? Where's that one song that I want to play? Care package. Bobby in Toronto.
Yeah. It's on some old Tommy Compost Dice Raw shit, you know? For my niggas though. You underestimated greatly. Most number ones ever, how long did it really take me? The part I love most is they need me more than they hate me, so they never take shots. I got everybody on safety. I can load every gun with bullets that fire backwards. You probably wouldn't lose a single rapper. Niggas make threats, can't hear them over the laughter. Yeah, that's cause I'm headed to the bank, nigga. Sinatra lifestyle, I'm just being frank with ya. I mean, where you think she at when she ain't with ya? Wildin', doing shit that's way out of your budget. Owl sweaters inside her luggage, you gotta love it. Damn, this shit could go on a tape. Bitches loving my drive, I never give it a break. Get these niggas the look, the verse and even the hook. That's why every song sound like Drake featuring Drake. Straight, white pre, why is it always me? Got us watching our words like it's wiretaps on the team. Cause I show love, never get the same out of niggas. Guess it's funny how money could make change out of niggas for real. Some nobody started feeling himself. A couple somebody started killing himself. A couple albums dropped, those are still on the shelf. I bet them shits would've popped if I was willing to help. I got a gold trophy from the committee for validation. Bad press during the summer over allegations. I ain't lying, my nigga, my time is money. That's why I ain't got the time for a nigga whose time is coming. A lot of niggas PR stunting like that's the movement, and I'm the only nigga still known for the music, I swear. Fuck them niggas this year, I made Forbes list, nigga. Fuck your list, everything's looking gorgeous. Without me, rap is just a bunch of orphans. But if I stayed in the shit, it's a bunch of corpses. And me and my dread nigga from New Orleans, stashing money like hoarders off multi-platinum recordings. Eating like I'm seated at Swiss Soto and Yosos. Nothing was the same, this shit for Easy and Coco. This shit for Kareem, this shit for Javon. This shit for Julius, Millie Mill. Boy, we do this shit for real. All them boys in my wheel, all them boys is my wheels. Anything happen to pop, then I got you like Uncle Phil. Weezy been on that edge, you niggas just need to chill. If anything happen to pop, he might pop a nigga for real.
See me up like it's Benny Butchie. Sorry about that. 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 ATE shit eat me up. ATV when she riding on. Bend a bitch over a Calabasas. Tryna be slow now. Bitch, I'ma sip on the walk of the trees. Yeah, she said she feelin' out. I don't even feel it out. Bitch, I be high on these drugs every day of my life. I don't know at all if I should quit or not. How the fuck can I choose to eat this bathroom with everything going upside of my life? Bitch, I just got out of home. My jewelry, that brand new equivalent coming in with diamonds. Yeah, and they just told me if I buy that Tesla, I'm having another console, fit up 100. I'm on a purse, so I call up my bill like, what's up? With ya, she said, can I pull up and lay up with ya? She said, I wanna watch a movie if y'all get the picture. She said she need a big old booty, call up by the builder. Black and white diamonds, I'm colorblind. They told me that I murder every bit like Columbine. Sorry about that, I had to switch the side. All my diamond flawless and big, look at the size. All your shit is fake, that shit is size. I'm sorry for your kid, it's just your life. The amount of drugs I did today, what make you cry? Yeah, I'm finna tell you everything, I don't be shy. Yeah, I'm about to buy a wedding ring for X tonight. Yeah, wedding but the crying, just walk a slide. Can you start the crying? It's all a lie. She wanna live a private, it's all night. Just tell me, you gotta tell me the truth about it ugly. Yeah, I had to go cut ties with him so I can go ball. I had to easy me, I get jeans with the earn terrorist jacket. Yeah, and my little thought say that she addicted to me like some crack. Yeah, she pull up, I'm breaking her Becky. Niggas they goofy, they wacky. I know that kid, I'm a man like Pack. I made it whole meal off rapping. I used to vacuum sit inside and rap it. Nah, all I think about is the rack. No, I don't wanna hear about it if it ain't fact. She finna pull up, beat it like a Benny Butchie. See me up like it's Benny Butchie. ATE shit eat me up. ATV when she riding on. Bend a bitch over in Calabasas. Tryna be slow now. Bitch, I'ma sip on the walk of the trees. Yeah, she said she feelin' out. I don't even feel it out. Bitch, I be high on these drugs every day of my life. I don't know at all if I should quit or not. How the fuck can I choose to eat this bathroom with everything going upside of my life? Bitch, I just got out of home. My jewelry, that brand new equivalent coming in with diamonds. Yeah, and they just told me if I buy that Tesla, meals, yeah, cause I love it. 45 seconds, you win it, you off, who does it? Yeah, and it's way too far, gonna save that shit, I won't touch it. Begging for shotgun with brick, kick back like buckets. Snapping the face in my circle like Kit Kat does it. I can take a little bitch if I want to, yeah, but I doesn't. I just chatted that GC5, took it straight at that shot, take it back to my house. They asked how the hell I make money, I couldn't even tell them cause I don't know how. Turn at the beat till it blazing, yeah, turn at the beat till it bound.
So